And we're back. Got Factorio loaded up here, though it is not yet showing on the captures. Let's see. Be visible. There you are. All right, let's check on our sounds. We can barely hear things. Let's turn this up a little bit. Let's get some music on too. Let's skip ahead a few. Oh, that needs to be lower for sure. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, while I was waiting for the VODs to upload to YouTube, I reconfigured this just a little bit last week. It's not terribly different, but I did condense the iron into this type right here that uses underground belts and outputs on this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 belts. These 8 belts are being translated down. Let me go ahead and do this while I'm thinking about it. I tend to like to run on the belts anyway, so let's just follow these. These 8 are still being translated down to 4, and it would be nice to actually somehow bring 8 into the belt, into the bus. It wouldn't be unreasonable to get 8 down through here. This can come straight down. So this can be moved out of the way. You just pick this up. The only reason I did that the slow way was to, what are you guys bringing? Oh, all the concrete. Was to give it time to continue down the path. So yeah, we could bring 8 to here. Then it would get tricky around here, though it's not out of the question. To kind of make them go under here. Move this over some. Or maybe make it bend 4 over and then come back. Either way, we could get 8 to here. I think that we take 8 to here and then we let 4 go off in this direction. Like maybe condense those 4 down to 2. And then send the others down so we're not splitting them right here and then like effectively halving everything that's going south. So I think that should be our first project for today. And I don't think that it would be too difficult. This is still going to be doing this, but let's just add 4 to get an idea of what that would look like. Then we can add to it as needed. Probably go above right here. And we can put balancers where needed as well. Yeah, as we come down through here, this is going to get a little tricky. These can go. We can get a long reach on here. Those can come in. You don't need to be here anymore. Get some undergrounds here and then bend to the right and go underground here. Then come down. I'm thinking we get a little tricky right here, but the end result is that we have 8 coming out here. Right, and then we do like an 8 to 8 balancer right here. And then a 4 to 2, which we could go ahead and put that in. Let's see while that's going. Let's put the 5 to 5 up from before. 4 to 2. Oh, super easy. I should take some time later, probably offline, but I should take some time later to upgrade all my blueprints as well, just so that we don't have to do the upgrade every time. Yeah, we'll just bring these 2 into here. And then we'll figure out the 4 later, because that's probably going to be like 4. Oops. Here. Is it still working overtime? No, there's a ton in here. Are the robots busy? 900 logistic bots. So they're all just kind of working right now. That's fine. I'll pull my own out if I need to. Or do we... No, we still have a request for 100 at any given time, so okay. Oh, and then they were bringing me some anyway. That's fine. It's all fine. Alright, let's work this backwards, though. We'll go backwards from here. I think that... Oh, what were we sending over here? What are you iron for? Oh, you were this other steel production. I don't like you taking half. I would rather, like, drain this and not use it anymore. Or, well, I guess you are... That's if we're using a balancer after this, it's not that big of a deal. That said, I need to bring some stuff through here. So, split it here. No. Split it. Funny enough, split it higher. Ah. Okay, bring that through. We'll do underground in a moment if we need to, and we'll probably need to. Okay, so now we're splitting off a little higher. This is going to go under here. Okay, got a little bit more room. This can come straight up, or down rather. There we go. If this comes under, could just bring this through here. I'd be fine with that, and then we can bend it down. And honestly, I guess if we bring this all the way up to the end here, we could just come out there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this can come down and then over, down, down, over, down. Yeah, then they'll match up. Hey, Sinless, thanks for the raid. Good to see you again. Welcome everybody. We're re-spaghettifying some stuff. We were unspaghettifying earlier, but now that we want to add some more bands of iron into our bus, we are re-spaghettifying some things. Yeah, we'll bring this around. Oh, you know what? Let's just have these come out one sooner, even though I like the space. It'll just make this look a little bit better when they come out. Yeah, there we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Caught me just in time. We just started Factorio back up. Earlier, we were taking a look at a new creeptastic game called World of Horror. Definitely not like Factorio at all. But we're back on our usual Sunday night Factorio now. We're working from end to beginning on this one. It'll all come together in just a moment and we'll be able to provide more iron to our green circuit production. Little buggy, little like for having to read everything, it has kind of a high number of typos or mistranslations, but I guess, you know, I'm going to go ahead and guess that English wasn't the author's first language. Uh-oh. They're hitting our top walls a little hard here. We're fine. We're like overkill on the lasers, and they'll get repaired in a sec. Let's figure out what we want to do here. Let's allow this to continue, and let's just bring them under. Let's do it like... I guess I'll do it like this. Oops. We'll bring this over. We need to move them. Or actually we can do one of these, and then you can move over one. Not pretty, but it works. But yeah, that one just came out recently, and I had my eye on it for a little while. It looked unique. I like the art style, not just the manga art style, the Junji Ito style, but I like the way that they made the game. Essentially black and white, but they did give it the option to have like a single color added in with that, which I kind of like. And while I could see that the game loop being a little repetitive, you know, we played for 2 hours tonight, and so, oh yeah, we need to bring this over 8 to 8 right here. While I could see it being a little repetitive, we only played through about 33% of the events so far. So I mean, that means that, you know, we've got like another 6 hours worth of content if you only consider the content to be seeing things for the first time. Were you going up? Oh yeah, you were going up. Never mind. For some reason I thought this was coming down and adding 2. We'll pull off up above here in a sec. Let's take this out. Let's copy this. Just bring it straight over. And then you can pull off of this one. There you go. And then we'll use the balancer down below. Yeah, but I've been looking for some new games to try recently. I love Factorio, that's why I keep coming back to it. But needed a new game on Wednesday, so we're trying The Suicide of Rachel Foster. That was a pretty fun one. And I just want to bring in some new stuff too. Not let anything get stale, you know? Okay, well, I want an 8x8 right here, so let's just go ahead and chop this out. Put a standstill on our iron for just a sec. Do this flat 8x8 balancer. I guess it's not flat, it has this little elbow right here, but I think that is a little bit more even than the one that doesn't have the little elbow. We'll see. So then we can take 4 straight down. And then we can move this. I never use cut. I should use cut. There we go. So that's just going to go down to 2 for right now, but we may expand this later, and that's why this is going to be good. And if this gets saturated, also perfectly well and good, because it'll back up to this balancer and it'll all come out through our bus. So that's great. That's much better than what we were seeing before. Let's see how much is making it down here now. If we run, we can kind of see what we left. Oh, maybe not. How far did we let it get? There it is. So this is what we were outputting before. Not great. A lot of it was being used up though before it got there. Should be twice as much, honestly. If not more, because there are places where we're pulling some off. Yeah, like here, even though it's not doing anything right now. What do we look like for robots? I was just looking at that. Logistics, construction. But they're not doing anything. That's fine. I don't want to build more robots until we're actually like using them all up. So we have significantly improved our iron throughput with that. Let's see what it looks like on the top end now. You know what? For this, since we have a balancer right afterward, let's do output priority left and just see if it gets saturated. It might not. And again, we might pull this out later. But if this gets saturated, then we can give it just a little bit more than half and then just up our steel production. And then if steel production gets saturated, that's great too. Interestingly, it does seem like the balance is only coming out at the bottom. Or the gap, rather. That's fine. Oh, it did. It is starting to get saturated. That's good. That's good. I like that. All right, let's take a look at supply. Let's see what the flow looks like when we have gaps between train deliveries. I want to kind of watch these gaps trickle through, see how far they get through the system before another delivery comes in. In fact, let's take a look at the map. Is one coming? No. Here's one coming back. Still working. I do find that like once an hour now, they'll kind of get confused about this spot right here. But it's been pretty good for a while. I think I should put the... No, I mean, I was thinking about putting another balancer here, and I guess it couldn't hurt. Or put the balancer back here. But it's also not really necessary. Nothing really pulls off any iron except for this that goes up to the power. So do we see... We're not using iron fast enough. It's moving. But it looks like it's going to receive a supply. Yep, there it is. It's coming in now. Before it would even have any kind of gap in production. So we're still good with supply. And there's more. Nice. I would like to get to the point where we have a buffer and the delay is in production and not in supply when there is one, but let's see if there's anything else we can do down here. Let me add an 8 lane balancer to the copper coming in here, because I think it doesn't get balanced over here and then it goes into production. So let's add one in like right here. It's something more upbeat than this music. It's not bad, but there we go. You could have scared me earlier, Little Odd. When I was playing World of Horror, could have yeeted the soul out of my body. Okay, so that's more even now. Cool, and then steel production coming from up here was adding into the one being produced down there. So really, if we just want to expand on the one up here again later, we can get rid of the one that was down here and take off this extra siphon coming off of our bus. But all right. Let's go check on the rainbow train. Understandable. Whoa! Don't walk on the railroad track. Where are we going? Where are we going? It's to the left. It's right here. So they're being provided everything except for white, which is being flown up to be put on the train. And I knew that was going to be the case because I want the train to arrive with everything. The train's making its way up right now. Let's stand down here and then look at it this way. Oh, interesting. It's also interesting that it's always pointing down. I mean, the end result is that it comes back down, but right now it's picking up gray. It would have already picked up white. Does it have white on it? No. Oh. Was it picking up there? Yeah, it picked some up. I kind of wanted to take a look here, but we don't have radars. You know, let's spend some time putting radars in. Miyagi. He's over here. I could turn the cat cam on. I'd have to like adjust it. Let me see. See if it'll work. Turn it on. I had to unplug it earlier, and sometimes when you unplug it, you have to like set it back up again. Bah. Doesn't want to log into the camera. I know the trouble that can cause as far as causing delays with like this camera, so I'm not gonna mess with it right now. But if he gets up in a sec, I'll pick him up and he can say hi. Now, what was I was looking at to where we don't have radars. One of those spots is like right here. put a few of those in. Let's run down and take a look at it again. Oh, he's already gone down and come back up. Okay, now we can see all the way up to the top. Something say it didn't have power? No, it was this flashing where it had been attacked recently and needs to be rebuilt. They are kind of making it through the wall though. It's the same as the emote. So M-I-Y-A-G-I. But these aren't making their way out. These have priorities on? No? What am I missing? It wants to put into the, oh, it wants to put it on the, I see. So these on the outside can never truly empty? Is that right? I guess it could be. I guess we can cut these and move these like one forward and then put a belt in front of them. That should work. I guess I picked up the actual power substations here. So good, all good, all good. Okay, white's unloading now. So we don't always have white, but when we do, then they start firing off. Nice. We're the best research. Oh good, cool, it like filled up. So it's kind of, I don't know if it'll stay saturated. We do have a couple thousand in here, but I think it'll use them for too long. Because we do have, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 50 labs all running right here. Off of our rainbow. And our super inefficient train system that we did just to be pretty. Badge will last a while, right? I mean, as long as you're the leader. Which will probably be a while, considering I don't get bits that often. Always much appreciated, though. Let's see if we have a slowdown anywhere in particular. We don't really need to ramp anything up aside from white space science. And then that's just the ultimate, you know, end game goal anyway. Let's go on a quick raid. I don't really have a ton of stuff on me. Rather, I don't have any, like, I haven't prepped anything. But I kind of just want to like run up here and clear out some of these nests that are nearby. Our shoulder cannon will take care of most of them. Where are you guys going? I almost don't want to stop and shoot because the green ones, if they catch up, do bite pretty hard. They're coming from up here. There's not a whole lot that we can do about the pollution up here. Aside from move our borders yet again. Or you know, we could take the murder train up here and just let them pop off. whenever anyone gets close, because this is all vacant up here. I'm not worried about destroying anything else. Wah! Took a bite. Took another bite. Careful. Stop shooting, just run. Yeah, get the green guys and then we're good to move in. Or does frag not pop off?